What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are doing well. Today we're joined with Nico and Kevin of Electric Callboy. Boys, how you doing, man?
We're doing great.
Dude, it's
we're not working at the moment, so we're doing more than great. It's just staying at home, chilling, relaxing,
chilling and relaxing. Yeah, we were just talking about Kevin and how it looks like it's an AI background because your background is so pristine and like perfectly blurred out with your camera. But then you ran back there and you proved us it's not AI.
The thing is, I didn't know that it's blurred out. I can actually unblur it for you, but I just convinced you that it's real, but when we're talking, it's gonna stay like that for a couple of minutes, and then you see dinosaurs walking by and stuff like that.
Wait, what? Are you in Jurassic Park? What do you mean?
You don't have any dinosaurs at home, or what?
No, we have alligators because I live in Florida. Not dinosaurs.
You moved. I heard that. Literally, Orlando. Man, that's crazy.
Disney, brother. That's crazy. Hell yeah.
Do you?
What?
Do you saw any alligators?
We did. Of
course.
Yeah, we saw one. We didn't see a big one yet, bro. But we saw the smaller one, and they just hang out. People are just around as if there's no problem. On the docks. Okay.
Crazy. Actually, one of the oldest animals on our planet, but I think they're super frightening. I don't know. I don't know. Just the imagination of it's. I don't know. Summertime, and you just jump into a lake or something, and
yeah, you're not supposed to.
I would be more afraid of them than of sharks or anything else, because I don't know. They're just hanging around waiting for you, and whenever they see you,
they're gonna get you. Yeah. No, yeah. You don't want to go in the lake. That's an unspoken rule in Florida.
Yeah.
The lake is not for you. It's for them.
It's for them.
It's for them. Because even here, which shocked me, because we don't have alligators in Toronto, is when you go to a lake, it doesn't say beware, of alligators. It says don't feed them. So you know what I mean? It assumes that they're in there, which is really funny. It's not be careful. It's no, we know they're here. Don't feed them. Don't give them your food. Don't give them your wallet. And just let them be, brother. Right?
That's a shame, and I can't even remember when we went to the US. If we have been to places where alligators actually lived, usually we always try to find those animals when we travel to other countries.
Dude, just remember Australia. We've been there 2 or 3 times. I don't know, three times? 2 times.
3 times.
3 times. And we wanted to see some spiders. We wanted to see some dangerous animals, and it never happened. No, I'm not completely. I'm lying. When we went to that koala sanctuary, that was
come on.
Bad.
It's a
spider.
Nico, it's a fucking zoo. It's a fucking zoo. We have that in Germany as well. I still think that Australian people always tell other people from other countries that they have all these animals just to be cool, Actually, they're not there. It's we have animals, and everybody's coming for the animals.
The only animal-free country. No, not at all.
Actually, Australia is because it makes sense. It's an island. How are they supposed to come there? To get there.
Yeah, by boat.
Do you think they swim there or what? Like a spider? I've never seen a spider swimming. You know what I mean? I mean, they could if they wanted. They have 8 legs, but yeah.
Whoa, future Nick here. I just want to quickly thank one of the sponsors of the Nik Nocturnal podcast, Neural DSP, who literally make the best guitar tone plugins in the entire world. Whether you want some Gojira spice, some John Petrucci buttery leads, or a bunch of other incredible guitar plugins. Be sure to go to neuraldsp.com and at checkout put in the code Nocturnal Podcast to get 30% off non-already discounted items. Have you guys ever thought about doing your own podcast? Just you just talking.
Did.
You did, right? Did you? You stopped it though, didn't you?
It's work. In the end, it's work. And the thing is, we always try to stick our music as an creative output. And the thing is, we love to talk and we love to be just be ourselves. But the thing is, we noticed that it's not only shit talking when you have a podcast, and you can't shit talk 1.5 hours on a weekly basis, you know?
That's a lot of shit talking.
Yeah.
You can, but it's getting more and more not interesting. So I don't know. It requires that you like prepare some stuff, some topics, you know. And
that's it.
Maybe
I don't know. The thing is, we are not workaholics when it comes to stuff like that. We're workaholics when it comes to writing new music and stuff like that, and going on tour and being busy, and we love that. But I think we did it a year or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a lot of fun, but we just noticed that that's not what we want to do one more year or for, I don't know, 2 years or something. Maybe we're going to start it again in, I don't know.
Because you guys are so funny. Like, you are some of the funniest people I've ever met.
Now stop it, you.
And I like, because obviously, like, the music, right? And you know, like, especially, I want to talk about the new track too eventually, but like the music you guys make is so fun. It's the epitome of what I preach on the channel, which is fun metal things. Like, it's the fucking epitome of those words, which I love it so much. But it's, you guys yourselves are also so fucking funny that, like, it's so natural how it seeps through music. And I don't know if you guys do that, like, consciously or on purpose, like, try to make the music funny, but, like, you guys just do it, and I think you do it without trying.
Thank you for the kind words, first of all, but I can tell you, in Germany we have a saying which goes like, ist der Ruf einmal ruiniert, lebt sich's gänzlich ungeniert, which means if you earned your reputation for being that silly ass, you know, you can live freely for the rest of your life, you know. And I think we reached that point, you know, because at one point we were just like being us, authentic, you know, doing stuff, and now people know us for exactly that reason sometimes, and we can like do whatever we want. We feel like that, you know. And that's a good thing, job wise, like when it comes to being creative and making music and being with lovely people, you know what I mean? Like I have the feeling that I never have to act like I was somebody else. And that's a very good point.
And that's actually one of the coolest things about being in this band. I think last time we talked to each other, I said the same, but being authentic and being yourself is one of the main things when it comes to being funny. I don't know. You can't do it on purpose, for sure. And we kind of, I mean, we do it with our music videos, and but the thing is, it's all about the music. So when Daniel is writing or composing a song that gives us, I don't know, like super bad vibes. There is no funny song coming out of it, lyric wise or.
And Nico.
So.
That's the down part about it. I mean, everything has pros and cons, and for me, it's like whenever, of course, we have bad days as well. So just today, I woke up and I thought, just today, I woke up and I thought, I just want to die here, you know, because like things went wrong. I had to, like, everybody was crying. I have 2 kids, you know, like they didn't want to get dressed and things like that. And if we make serious music, or we're trying to make serious music, and we love to do that, you're gonna see that with our, like, I think we can talk about that, but our next single is gonna be a kind of serious, a little bit more serious than people are used to. But then we're in the position where people, like, they're poking with sticks at us, like, no, get your fucking wigs out. That is not funny. You know, don't be serious. Be funny.
But
visual of, like,
I mean,
a zoo.
I'm like this rock star in a music video, like.
But honestly,
everybody's not taking me seriously.
A couple of times. So when you look at, I don't know, like Parasite or Hate Love or Mind Reader, I think we always had those songs that showed us in a different way.
Yeah.
And I think we have two ways of writing songs. On the one hand side, it's like every artist is doing it, like just expressing yourself and your feelings and everything. And on the other hand side, it's more like a way out of the ordinary world, I would say. Like, even if there is everybody's feeling shit, you can do something to make them happy, to make them smile, to make them just have funny 3 minutes. And that's a good thing about, like I said, a good thing about being in this band, that we have the freedom to write songs in nearly every direction.
It's cool because you guys have such a unique dynamic where, you know, most modern like heavy bands, they have like they write an album and most of the songs are kind of heavy, and then they have like their ballads. Versus you guys are like, most of the songs are really fun and funny, and then you have your serious songs. Like that's your guys' versions of like the ballads, which is like a cool switch. Because like you guys are always going no matter what. There's always like energy, and I think that's something I remember talking with both of you guys during like the past few years, how it was so important to have a band in the scene that has energy and excitement, and that's fun. But with fun, sometimes comes serious. You know, like that's natural. That's life, right?
Definitely. And, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, no, go ahead.
That was a very philosophic way of describing Electric Callboy, man.
Totally. But it's like we've been doing that for many years now, and we saw it always as our job to give that joy to the people. You know, like a little bit of escape time from like everyday's problems, but at the same time we don't want to be like avoiding the problems all the time, you know. And also we found out not yesterday that with that the more popular you get, the more influence you have, the more you can use your voice as a message for people, you know. And so I think it's getting more and more important for us to also treat some more serious topics here and there, you know. Like it's not our main thing, but it's always going to be a part of Electric Callboy.
Yeah, man. And that makes sense too. And obviously like the old, I was gonna say the origins of Electric Callboy. I know you guys did actually very meme stuff like the crabcore days, right? But then obviously the band became a bit more serious in the later 10s, and then, you know, Nico came in and you guys did like Hypa and had a lot more kind of that fun, and that's when you guys really kind of start to blow up and have that space, particularly in the scene. And do you guys feel like, because I feel like obviously you guys are bigger now than ever and like dominating the scene, and what I love is that you're so professional even though you're fun. Do you feel with that sometimes you guys don't get enough like respect when it comes to like being taken seriously, even though you guys are very professional because you're always having fun, you know?
Totally feeling that point, because it has always been a problem, I'd see, because we always give 100%, if no matter if now or 10 years ago, but people always put us in that corner, you know. And I always said that even if we are about fun, our music is about having fun, doesn't mean that we take our art or our work or making music too lightly. As you said, we're very perfectionistic and we work a lot for our music, and it doesn't mean that it's always serious and we have to be good in what we're doing, but it's like we give our very best every day, and it has been some kind of burden for us to give your best every day and not being appreciated for it, because people didn't see it. Actually, I can't explain it. Now sometimes we have, I mean, it got much better because it's not cool to hate Electric Callboy anymore. There has been times when it was like, oh, you can't like that if you're into metal.
Wait, I need to. When was it? Was that a thing? You I mean, I guess in the past you guys had to deal with some stuff, but like, really, that was like you guys had a period of that.
I can tell you from another perspective that were much more polarizing than we are today. Yeah, much more. You had like that was. I mean, you guys back in the days, Electric Callboy was more like a scene band,
right,
and you guys had a huge fan base, but there were also on the other hand side that true metal guys that, like Kevin said, like it was super cool to hate Electric Callboy. So and bands like Electric Callboy that were expressing themselves different than being dark and emo or super hard without being funny.
Right.
So all those genre boundaries, they're not there anymore. But not as much as they were in the past.
But the people are okay with it. Like it's not that we created something very, very new. It's just like people. The world grows together, music-wise, and in very different situations. And I think people got used to it. We just started earlier to not give a fuck about genre borders. And but the thing is just it's sometimes if something looks easy and looks like simple, doesn't mean that it's easy to create it. For modern pop music, I just yesterday listened to that new Lady Gaga song, Abracadabra.
It goes, dude. It goes hard. It sounds like a metal song.
Blew me away.
Yeah, dude.
It's such a good song. Such a good song.
And it's very simple, puristic, but it's so hard to create something like that.
I have to say, even Lady Gaga was always super cool because all of her music videos were super special, and it was fun to watch them. Even if you don't like her music, you could see that she's an artist and that she's passionate and that she's something new, super modern, and she belongs where she is. And I think if you can't see it, there's a big problem, because even if I don't like the music, I can appreciate what she's doing for the music industry, and
100%.
that she's just a super talented musician. I mean, just listen to her when she's sitting on stage, just with her piano and her voice. It gives me goosebumps. She's just a great artist.
Well, and that's definitely. Like with you guys too, I think you carved such a unique space for you guys that also has such an interesting influence on the rest of the scene, because everything you do is so 150%, you know, like it's like music video 150%, you know, like the lyrical content mixing in with like the theme and the fun and your guys' banter, like the melodies, all of that. It's so intensely professionally done in this way that's so exciting and relatable and fun to a lot of people.
Can I say something?
Go for it, bro.
This is really not fishing for compliments. Thank you for your words, really. But I can tell you, and I know that I'm speaking for Kevin as well, it never feels like giving 150%. Never. Never. It always feels like we can do more. We can do better. We can do... And I think this is what keeps us going, keeps us alive, and I don't know, keeps us so passionate, because it never feels like this is like the limit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't want to sound... I'm super glad that everything... I love our music and I love the music videos, and I know that we are giving our very best, but I think whenever a new music video drops or a new song drops, and you can see all of the people supporting us and appreciating what we are doing, it always feels like, okay, we think that there is always a next step and something that
but I sometimes don't like that feeling that you're talking about, because it's like painting. It's like definitely painting a picture, for example. It's like you never know when you did the last stroke. You know?
When it's like it's done, and you can always add more and more and more, and that's
done. And we sometimes in the end we talk about, like we discuss in the studio, we discuss about that last percent in a song that most probably nobody's gonna ever hear out of the music.
Yeah.
But it's like
come on,
sometimes
let's give them an example. Just a just a quick overview of our songwriting process.
Yeah,
tell them about the
go
up,
for
up,
it.
down.
Yes, for example, we got the moves. It's what comes to my mind. We had like, of course, it's dip, 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 and then the entrance was just dip, 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 boom, 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 and then it goes like this. And I felt it needs some that sound.
Dude, that was a really good voice effect, Kevin.
Yeah. Yeah, like this bass driven, and nobody understood what I was talking about, but I needed that little sound, and I was doing exactly this to a friend. Shout out goes to Marcy from We Butter the Bread with Butter. He was in Berlin at that time, and I was like at the phone, like, do something like this. And he's trying,
that was
like
a running gag for weeks.
If you people out there listen to what we're saying right now, check out that. And I loved when everybody did it.
Yeah.
When we talked about Ratatata, when we turned around at the end of the video, everybody was telling me that it was so nice how I turned around. Could you please, like, now tell me how nice that woo sound is? And we got the moves. It's just for me. It's just for my soul.
I really want to know if you guys gonna find the exact part in the song. Not so easy. But I have an example that is from Elevator Operator.
Yeah.
The song was finished. It was ready. We just wanted to send it away for mastering, and Kevin had something in his mind, and he just couldn't let it go. There's that part, just I want to show you my elevator operator.
Yeah.
And that was ready for us.
It was just instrumental.
Huh?
It was just instrumental, like this.
Yeah. No matter what, he just wanted to add that up, down. Elevator operator.
I needed it. Somebody spoke to me in my dreams, and I needed it.
What?
And I still think that it's so important that we did it.
I wish you lied to me and said you thought of it while in an elevator. That would just a full circle. It's just like you were taking it and you're like, bro, now
I was like,
I
was
this.
lying in my bed, like up, down. It's perfect for our song. Like lotion, like up, down. No, it's not late enough for those jokes. No. Thing is.
Why am I drinking Coke? I need some
dude, it's those little details that really, like, I mean, that's what, that's why you have a producer, right? It's those little details, like that last 10, even sometimes to 1%, you know what I mean? That, like, has these earworms that you don't notice until someone points them out, and you realize that when you listen to the song, if they didn't have it, it would have a huge effect. But, like, those little earworms are so important. And
Definitely.
Like you said, like, you can put them everywhere. You can stack a song, and sometimes you also gotta know when it's obviously too much, and then there's too many things going on. But, like, it's finding that balance and being like, this is complete, everyone is happy, amazing, let's move along. And it's cool to find, like, I'm glad you guys are able to find that balance and, like, collectively be there you go.
Not always. I mean,
yeah, but like, we're talking to you, Nick, and we know that you're doing crazily good music as well, and you know what we're talking about when we're talking about it. You know what I mean? Like, you sometimes it's just a feeling. You can't tell why, and it's just you add something, you need it, and sometimes in the end, when you release the song, you sometimes think, that would have fit very good, and then, like, it nearly brings me to the point that I don't like that song anymore because it mocks me so much. It's like going on my nerves whenever I hear it. So that's why
we should just do whenever we come to that point, which is just have to do re-release or something. I don't know.
But a re-release though. You know what some people do? Because I think you can nowadays, I don't know how much you should do it, like re-upload through distribution. So some people are releasing alpha versions of songs. and then they like
add
patch notes and like fucking update the song, which is hilarious.
Yeah, that is funny, but you shouldn't do that. I mean,
no.
When you release a song, you should. It's your baby then. It's like, I mean, I have 2 kids, and I would love my kids even if it had like bigger ears. You love it for just what it is, and sometimes being not perfect is what makes you special. You know
That's
what I
makes
mean? Like
it
in a very
is the imperfections.
Exactly. So it's a very general and universal view on life, I think. Yeah.
Has there ever been any songs for either of you two that you had that feeling and you weren't sure? You're like, I need this. It has to be this, or you weren't like expecting like something to happen with the song in terms of like you needed a little bit of more, and then you release it, and then it was like explosive, massive, and you were like, whoa, okay.
I mean, best example, an example on Tekno on our last album is Techno Train.
Yeah.
So we always like. Sometimes you know that for yourself, Nick. Sometimes you start to work on songs, and sometimes it's very easy because you're in the flow. You feel it. It's very, very easy and very fast that you can finish a song or bring it to a nearly finished version.
Yep.
And we started with Techno Train, for example, and we were hyped up about that song. We worked on it like a couple days. And then we were missing a proper chorus, and we couldn't find any.
Now that's the funny thing. The verses just came out of our heads it felt like in seconds.
Wow.
That was like, let's go. Nice. And then the chorus.
Yeah. That brought up to the point that we nearly not put that song on the album because it went from folder A to folder B to folder C.
Yep. Yeah, the back end folders, dude. I know the back end folders, bro.
Oh fuck yeah. And I think it was one drive to Berlin, which is about like 4.5 hours maybe from our hometown, where Nico and me had some I don't know, some interview stuff. I don't know anymore. But we during our car drive, we thought about a chorus, and we were like trying out something.
We actually, to be honest, we actually started rehearing all the older songs that we just put into that B, C, D, whatever folders, and I don't know why and how. I just know that we found
that chorus,
the melody for that chorus during that drive.
We both liked it. We returned to the studio and we recorded it, and this fit, and this was that it was meant to be there. We have a current situation with a very cool song on our new album.
You have that problem.
I know. I have to confess something, and at this point of our work for the new album, I don't know. It's the same situation. I don't know if this song is going to make it on the album, but it started as one of the first songs, and it was like we were hyped more than for Techno Train. It was like, holy shit, that's totally different. It's amazing. And I don't know. I was missing. I mean, everybody was cool, but I was missing that special something about that song. And what is it called when you tell everybody what you don't like about it until they don't like it for themselves as well? So
dude, he was already like, dude, I hate this song now.
Just imagine Kevin being the parasite that that is just that parasite was like it's eating straight through your body.
Yeah,
ends up in your brain. And it's
me. That was it.
Okay? And he was in all of our heads telling us that song is so fucking bad. You don't want it.
No, I didn't say, and I want you to be precise on that. I didn't tell you that the song is bad. I was just like, playing that song and stopped at every part that I thought is not good enough, you know? And I was
every second.
Yeah. And I was like, this is not good. And we need this and we need more that. But Kevin, do you have an idea for all your complaints? I was like, no, I don't have. But I know that we need something. And yeah, we need something. And yeah, that's the point. And now
in the end, nobody believes in that song anymore.
But I do. I still do, and that's the point. I still do, Nico.
I don't.
So we're gonna end this fucking song. I promise.
You guys are gonna, after this podcast, go straight to like, guys, okay, we're figuring this shit out right now. Like, me and Paul, my partner, we have, because we both write together and we do the same thing. We have the same thing where sometimes I'll sit here and like we're writing a whole thing and like stoked. It's great. And I love Paula because she's so straight up and brutal about it. Like, we'll get to a specific part, like 20, like everything's fine, great. And then for some reason, there's always, it's like the 0.5% that gets Paula just like, nah. Like, it's okay. It needs a lot of work. And then I'm like, what needs work? And she's like, you just play it, you know, like just go through it. And then she's like, I don't know, like, you know, and
to be honest,
yeah, you know what's even worse?
That's such a good thing about making music with other people. When you're on your own, you can do whatever you want, yeah, sure, but you have boundaries because you have no influences, like direct influences from other people that are sitting right next to you. And I believe that none of our songs would have been released the way we did it when, I mean, we all were able to put our ideas into the songs. And you can hear Kevin, you can hear Pascal, you can hear everybody in every song. And this is so cool about it because, I don't know, I don't think that we would have written Techno Train, for example, or We Got the Moves, or anything else in another constellation, or just process. And that's something. So I like that arguments, and I like that tension.
Definitely.
Yeah, it pushes to get the best product, because as long as everyone has the same goal, make the best song.
Absolutely.
Right? That's why, like, I think usually if you're a group or a team, like band, whatever, like that gets that. Like, you guys won't. It's not like an actual, you know, bad thing, right? It's like, oh no, like, okay, what's the problem? And we're trying, you know, you're trying to like figure it out, and you know, at the end, it's to make the best song. And that's why too, like, working with Paul is so fun and great, and she makes me a lot better with that, because she'll say the one thing, and sometimes it'll be like 3 days, and then I'll realize she'll be like, let me edit the drums, and it's like a drum fill. And she's like, song's perfect now. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then sometimes it's like a whole section, and then she'll do it. And then I'm like, okay, like, that's pretty cool, different. And then I come back 2 days later, I'm like, okay, song's awesome now. You know, and it's like that.
Yeah, but I mean,
and that's the best part.
Oh, sorry, Kevin. Sorry.
No, don't worry. I just wanted to say that this is exactly the best part. And the more you grow together as a working unit, or whatever you want to call it, is that you kind of start to, at some point, you start to rely on each other, because you exactly know that the other person can do this and this maybe a little bit better than you could do 100%. It. You know what I mean? Like, it's not only about opinions in a song. You can always have an opinion about things. Yeah. But sometimes I just know, okay, this person knows exactly what he's doing when it comes to like harmonies or melodies or guitar work, fills, whatever. And I like that dynamic in our band. And it's exactly what you just told about you and Paula, you know? Like, it's the state.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that you're making each other better is so important, because I remember, and we are still in that situation super often, where Kevin is in the, like, on the microphone saying like, dude, it sounds horrible, I can't do this and that scream, blah blah blah. Right. And we are like, dude, you can. Just be confident, just Come on.
Go for it.
You
Just
can't
fucking do it.
Yeah.
Just
You
fucking
did it.
do it.
Several. Just do it.
I really hope people listen to
several
this not
times,
like
yeah,
on
several times on
YouTube and not on Spotify, by the way, so you can see these perfect visuals that are brought to you here. Sorry,
No, but it's
Nico.
really or like some super high notes that I think I'm not able to sing, and then Kevin is sitting there like, hey, dude, you did that live on stage several times.
Yep.
Just do it. Just feel it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
And it works. It works.
It makes everyone better in harmony, which is something that's really important, because then you guys level up together as a band instead of, which I see the dynamic nowadays, which is very common. Obviously, it's like, one person kind of does everything, and then they go to a producer, and then it's the rest of the band doesn't really exist. It's kind of one person. Producer, and then I see it too, like over time sometimes it's like the producer that no one knows is the band, so like the fact that you guys after so many years have that like very strong dynamic with each other and like keep pushing each other is so important, because you're going to want to keep upping the bar, and that's something I want to ask too. Like obviously Techno came out, that was massive, and then since then you guys of course have the new track, which I really want to talk about too, particularly as well as like the cover, all right, Every Time We Touch. Did you guys feel like after Techno, you're like, oh shit, we now really have to do like something? Like the videos have to be crazier, the content, the choruses have to be catchier, the breakdowns have to be heavier. Like, did you guys feel like you reached this bar that almost you were like, oh damn?
Absolutely. And you know what is like in Germany we like football, playing soccer, and we watch it a lot of times, and it's like the leagues, when you go up the leagues, I mean, you might be the best in a league, a very low league, but if you get better, you're sometimes not the best anymore, and we're playing in a league where there are so many fucking great artists around us with so many awesome music videos, and what they are capable of. It's just intimidating at times, you know what I mean? Like, and not only looking at our own achievements, but also our environment that we're making music in.
I mean, it's intimidating, but it's also very inspiring to see. I mean, it's inspiring that playing live and playing those shows is still a thing. It's so cool. I mean, we had a time not so far away where people started wondering if it will ever be a thing again. And now we're able to play in front of thousands of people again. And seeing heroes of our youth and modern bands like, I don't know, like Sleep Token, for example, or Spirit Box, doing such a great job on stage, and you're just standing there and they blow you away. But you know what the thing is, sometimes, and this is also, we're talking a lot about negative things about being a musician, but I think it's very important to put a light on that as well sometimes. When it's not being a musician in general, it's in every job you can find it. When you did something good, people expect you to do it another time and another time,
and better and more and more,
and better and more and more, and you're always judged by your best work. And the thing is that sometimes is hard, and to keep your mind free of that pressure, because it's the worst for being creative when you have so much pressure in your head.
But like, that's always the question
that
I have in my head. I'm always wondering. I mean, we would never release an album that we don't like.
Of course.
So what we did is we released music that we fell in love with.
Totally.
Music that we did just because we love the music that we're doing. It's like, I think it's not
just
the question that I have is when you release your next album. I mean, we are doing the exact same right now.
But sometimes the best that you do is not in. But sometimes the best that you do and are capable of doing is not good enough anymore. You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be a point, and it can always happen, that you think, I like that music. I bring it out, and people are like, no.
But I also think when you start questioning yourself like all the time and always overthinking everything, maybe it makes it more worse than better.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If you're I mean, some of the best bangers and songs and all this and ideas came from like having fun, being relaxed, and getting, you know, just being like, oh, this is incredible, and you kind of go all out. And I'm sure you guys have had a lot of moments like that too, where you're like, oh wow, like it's something like I said. Nowadays, bands seem to be having more fun in general, which I love. Like I have bands on the show, and they're like, you know, they write some crazy shit, and I was like, you know, like how did that come about? And they'll be like, we were in the studio, and you know, homie just did like the craziest fucking scream ever, and then we all laughed. And then we put it on the record, and it's like, you know, like the biggest moment, or like they did like a really cool beat. And that's something that I love that like modern artists are starting to embrace more. Again, very professional and serious in their own right, but they're having these moments that are like, oh my God, that was awesome in the moment. We're not thinking too much. We're just going for it. And sometimes it turns out to be like their biggest moment because it's so natural. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, because you can't craft that in a lab, like those perfect moments, right?
Just today we had one of those situations, and we have to say Nico could come to the studio today because of a sickness of his son. Can I say? Of course, I just did, but like he just
sorry.
Nico,
I hope so. Everything's all good too. Yeah, like that's.
Nico,
I think it's the same in English. It's called hand, mouth, foot. I think it's the same disease.
Hand, mouth, foot,
and it's super infectious. Like
I've never heard of that. That sounds scary.
By sneezing, it's just like you have those, what is it called? Like blisters all over your hand and your mouth.
Oh shit, dude.
It's the kids version.
Chickenpox?
Chickenpox? I don't know.
I know. In Germany, we call it Hand, Mund, Fuß, like hand, mouth, foot. But
okay,
I don't know if it's the same. English. There's
an adult version. It's called mouse, dick, ass. That is it's the same situation. You have blisters all over your body, but it's like for kids, it's hand and foot.
I hope your kid feels better soon, Nico. That's sorry to hear that, bro.
He's feeling fine. He's just
spreading germs all over the place. Like, that's it.
I don't know, like.
You guys are so fucking funny, even when you're talking about serious stuff. Like somehow it's hilarious.
No, he's fine. Really, he's fine.
The thing is,
just like you just can't touch him.
Parents can talk about that like that, you know. Right. I have 2 kids myself, so I know sometimes when they're doing fine, I'm good, and we know what we're going through.
I can tell you, I wouldn't sit here if you would feel bad. I would be with him.
No, yeah, of course. How is like I remember talking with Kevin last time about this, but you too, Nico. Like how, because the band is so fun and like again, like weirdly, even though it's like heavy and modern and metal, like I feel like it's an easy band to show to like a kid. You know what I mean? Like a kid, like because it's just so hype and fun. It has all these electronics. Like how much are your kids into Electric Callboy?
So fucking lootly.
Come on, you have 2 kids. You have 2 kids, so it's a longer story. I can tell you. Do you know? I don't know if it's a thing outside of Germany. We call them Tony box. It's like a small box where you can put figures on, and it's like a modern cassette player.
Okay, yeah. Gotcha.
Okay, just for kids.
Yeah.
And you can put your favorite songs on it and play them and everything. It's blah blah blah. My son is listening to all of our songs all the time and dancing around. And elevator operator, he can't say it. He's always like Eppe Oppe. And,
so
it's up and down, up and down,
up and down.
Up and down. And believe me when I say I got several videos from so many people where their kids standing in front of the TV or in front of the Bluetooth box or whatever, dancing to our songs. It's crazy.
So cool.
And that's actually a funny thing, because since we're doing that kind of music, and there are so much more kids that like our music. I don't know why. I don't know if we have like for dogs, like we have a tune in our music that they are like, you know, like
Or
every
a hidden message.
a hidden message or whatever. I don't know. It's like ruining the youth. The thing is, my own kids, as Nico said, they are going crazy for music, and they bring me to a point to not like our music anymore because I can't stand that shit. So. And the Oppe Oppe is for is here Oppe Waper Oppe Waper, and I just a few days ago I shot a video where they both are jumping on the couch like Oppe Waper, and then I did it not loud enough, and my my younger one, he was like louder, and I had to switch the volume a little bit louder, but
you left the room, right?
It makes me to be honest, it makes me very, very proud.
Yeah,
because
sure, but I can't.
It's so cute, and it's like they appreciate their father's work, which melts my heart. But I hate them. I want to kick them off of that fucking couch sometimes because like they play that song on repeat. But, and this is a very important thing, we want that our music is easy to listen to.
Right.
That like it's fun, and it's supposed to be easy to listen to.
Yeah.
And kids are the perfect feedback givers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So whenever we have like all kids, all the people that don't say that always say when you ask them for their favorite music, I don't know, whatever is on the radios, you know. Those kind of people. And whenever I have like an idea for a new song, or we have like a new export, I show it to my kids, and if they vibe with it, and when they are like, I know we're on a good way, you know. So this is a good thing. And I just wanted to say, Nico, these very special situations that we talked about, like when it's in the studio, something funny happens. When you were not in the studio today, we're working on a new song, and we all like that song. I don't know when it's gonna be released.
The funnier one or the
funnier one, not the bad one. Yeah. Not the most big song we ever did.
Yeah, I love that's how you reference the studio.
The
funnier one.
We don't want to spoil or anything, because we actually wrote the heaviest song.
Okay. Nah, not yet. One
of the heaviest ones.
No, not yet. But what I wanted to say, we had like a special rhythm in it, you know, like a Latin rhythm, and like
it's like I can do it like.
It's very cool, like, and we kind of went with some. I don't want to lie to you. We put a fucking trumpet in the breakdown, Nico. And I didn't do an export yet, but it's this Mexican.
Wait, this is the first time Nico's hearing about this too.
I didn't hear it yet. I didn't hear it.
No, I forgot to make it. I forgot to make an export.
Cool.
Yeah. But it's like ritmo, ding, 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 ritmo. You know, like, can you like? Do you know that? And I had to. I don't know if Nik knows about that instrument. There is an instrument, and I know now that it's a Brazilian instrument.
Okay. Well, all right.
It's a drum. It's kind of a drum, a friction drum.
And
and it has like something going through the skin, like the drum head, like, what? and it makes a sound like, sometimes you know that from Brazilian music, like.
I don't.
Wait, I have a certified Paul. What? Okay. What's do you know what is cuica? You're certified Brazilian here.
Bad.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Paul understands. So I need to be more Brazilian.
And you get some of that sound.
Cuica. Exactly. Cuica. It is. I loved it, and I have to put that instrument in the song. I don't know how. We have to do that, but this is one of the.
That's the thing. Right. Whenever it sounds good, like first listening, I'm fine. It's the same thing with when we started writing Elevator Operator, or when we started the mosh part, like the breakdown.
Yeah.
I just said to Daniel, could you add some elevator sounds in it? and that was a joke, just a joke, and he did it, and it ended up. I mean, you can hear it with the. So sometimes bad ideas are the best ideas.
Dude, have you guys ever had an idea that was, because you guys seem like you have a lot of fun and just, you know, you're like, you go off the rails sometimes. Have you had an idea that was so absolutely ridiculous that even you guys were like, it's not going to happen, guys?
No.
Not yet.
You guys
not yet.
You've been able to execute every crazy moment in some capacity somehow.
Yeah. And that's but that's the freedom we have. And I like when it in the end.
Oh, we had one.
What?
Oh.
I once had the idea to be like completely in a music video.
Okay.
Completely without any hair, like no facial hair, no
like cone heads, like
completely
looking like. Do you know these guys from Alice in Wonderland? Those eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like them, like just without any, like no eyebrows, no beard, no nothing, and walking around with egg heads. We said no because that was too crazy. But that was actually the only idea where I ever heard no.
That was like, guys, this is.
I don't know where it came from. It was just a fever dream, but
yeah, it might be funny, but I still have not given up my dream of being at one point in my life being the sexiest man alive, you know, and I can't achieve that dream when I have a music video out where I have no hair at all.
Maybe I should tell them. Maybe I should tell them the idea, the costume idea for the song that you hate so much.
No, don't hate it. Don't put words in my mouth. I don't hate it. I just want to correct this song wisely to be a better version of itself.
Wants to make it,
you know what I mean?
Shit. That's the term.
Not shit. Exactly. That's what I'm telling you.
But the costumes
that's what Paula says. That's what Paula says. She's like, it's not bad. I just want it to be not shit.
The outfits. Kevin is the only one that don't want to dress like a. I can't say the word, but maybe you could see him once. One day, one shiny, sunny day.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I never say never. When it's good, it's good. You know. And
you said never several times.
Yeah, but we had.
We didn't mean it, Nico.
I didn't mean it. I mean, it's better than never mind. You know. When I say never mind, it's out.
I'm gonna tell you off cam, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't tell it now, but you need to know it. Or I text you on Instagram, and then you can imagine Kevin in that costume. Maybe.
Okay.
What are you doing? Are you right now? Are you excluding the people out there? Like,
no.
I'm gonna text you later on Instagram.
No.
Having secrets?
I just want Nick to imagine you in that outfit to tell you how good you're gonna look.
Wait. Okay, Nick, text me I won't say it to anybody. Text me if you want right now on Instagram.
Right now.
We're just what is the cost? I won't say it. I won't discuss.
Kevin, are you cool with it or not?
I mean, you can absolutely do it, but I just want to make sure, people, I would never ever have secrets with you. I maybe not tell you everything, but I don't want to have secrets. These two guys here have secrets, you know? So
it's not a secret, you know what I'm talking
choose
about.
Wisely. No. Do your thing. You can, like,
I'm crying.
write secretly on Instagram.
Just a quick second. I can't do it.
Yeah,
we have Kevin and I. We have a trustful relationship.
You can absolutely do it. I have no problem, but the people might have a problem. You know, I'm just caring about the people. I don't care. You can tell everybody.
I think the people would appreciate Nick's face when he's reading that message. But promise with all of my heart, I'm not gonna text you that message. I'm gonna call you later. No.
It's better. Just call me, brother.
Oh my god!
You are I'm crying laughing. You guys are so goddamn funny. Obviously have to talk about the new song because that's why. As soon as I heard the new song, I was like, I have to talk to these guys. Even just about that, I feel like I could talk to you guys for like hours. And so like, Elevator Operator. I'm not gonna lie, and this you guys know. I I've been a fan for years, you know, but like MC Thunder. That was when I was like, okay, this is really cool. Then Hypa, I was like, I want this band for the rest of my life, right? And then obviously since then. So like, especially since Nico's joined the band, I've been like very all in with y'all. And like too, because of that, and I know you guys are really fun and like real as fuck. I know I can be super legit with you guys, and you know, no sugarcoating. And when you guys release the new stuff, I'm always like, okay, you know, you're coming off of Techno, huge banger, God tier. Every time we touch, incredible job. I'm like, I wonder what they're gonna do. I don't know, how are you gonna top it? And as soon as I listened to Elevator Operator, I had the biggest smile on my face because I don't know how you guys fucking did it. Genuinely, not just because you're here, you know, like you guys absolutely aced this new wave of like, it's funny, the music video was hilarious, and you started to blend like, I'm gonna use like Blade Matrix music or like Need for Speed, like those types of synths. I don't know, like the synth wavy types of synths that are like like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
In such a perfect way that made me so goddamn happy, which there was heavy moments, huge melodic moments, and then that bridge was so sick. How did that song come about? Just the totality of it.
I think a lot of people actually heard about it.
Right, through you guys. For those that didn't watch the other,
Before you start telling the story behind that song, we all want to agree at that point that we all like that song because of that up, down, you know?
That's the only reason I like that song.
The main part of the song.
The original title of that song, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. Tell
is that the demo title? You guys must have hilarious demo titles. It's like absolutely hilarious.
Yeah. That's funny.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. We can actually show some of the title. I mean, let me check. You tell the story. I check for the title. I go into.
No, it's actually a short story. It's a short story. Yeah. We played in Chicago, in the House of Blues, and the only way to go up and down, was taking the elevator. Right. There was no stair. I mean, there was a lot of stairs. There were a lot of stairs, but it was we just
not happening.
No. So many.
We don't take stairs. We don't take stairs.
Yeah, I'm a lazy bastard.
Okay,
so
that's fair.
We just jumped into that elevator, and there was a guy standing there, a pretty nice guy. He was super kind, and he was playing his own music.
Yep.
Like, that was not regular elevator music. He had a playlist, and we just asked him because we met him like 10 times this day.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just asked him, hey, what's your job? And he literally said, I'm the elevator operator. And we just came out of that elevator pissing our pants because it was so funny.
Right.
Because he was like super serious.
Yeah. I'm the elevator operator. What a dumb question to ask me that. I'm operating the elevator. And we instantly thought that elevator operator has a melody itself. So it was a running gag. But I mean, there is this guy operating that elevator, and it's very funny, and we made a song. But I love how, and I'm pretty sure I'm everybody for its own. But I'm not the most religious person, I would say. But the thing is, sometimes people tell stories, and then another person tells another story, and then, you know what I mean? Like, story after story after story, the person gets bigger and more muscular, and, you know, and then whatever happened. And the thing is, this elevator operator in Chicago started as this, I don't want to say simple, but it was just one of us.
It was just a story, like a funny, a funny story.
No. But what I wanted to say is that after all these like stories that we told about that guy, in my head, he's now one of these like very muscular guys.
He's like a deity.
Tiny, supermodel like. I mean, he's very beautiful, handsome in reality as well. But like. It's like we made him on our minds, we made him so big and so like wonderful, like nearly godlike, you know.
Does that guy to this day know that song is about him? He does.
Yes. He actually made a video that is I think it's in the end of one of our vlogs. I'm not sure,
Yeah, I think so.
Where he's telling that story out of his view. And we actually, I think Ian Tank found out who he was or who he is and contacted him, and they started texting, and
That's
he sent us.
That's so cool, dude. Also,
Yeah,
is Tank's in the band now, right? At this point, he's officially a member, obviously.
Absolutely, such a cool guy, and I love, and that's one point. Just a side note, like, for the fact that we've been making music for so many years now, and hopefully more to come, but there are so many different stories wrapped around our band's history, and this is just one of many, but one very special story that I love so much. How we reacted on a video back in the days, like it seems so many years ago already, but and then like first contact, and then like you need some help, and blah blah blah, and back and forth, and now he's like, I remember one day on the I was for Escalation Fest, our own festival in Germany here, and we were just randomly working on a very ordinary working day in our studio in Castro Brauxel, and I was like totally into the work, and all of a sudden behind me the door opens and Ian comes in, and he's like, "Hi guys," and just sits down. I just saw a fucking story from him on Instagram, being at home and doing his fucking stuff, and then a moment later he's just entering the room and just chilling. Yeah, what's up?
You guys need to write about that moment. You need to write a song about Tank now.
That is so fucking funny. Yeah, that's a good idea. Actually,
he became a good friend pretty fast, and not only because he has a great personality, he's super kind and super professional. And I think you could call him. You could call him in the middle of the night, and he would stand right before your door.
Definitely.
And that's something that I really appreciate, and which is pretty rare nowadays.
Oh yeah.
And plus, he's doing a fantastic job as a tour manager, and he knows what he's talking about, because he's been in the industry for I don't know how many years.
Oh, dude. I mean, I remember seeing in Toronto, and he was TMing that, and I saw you guys, and that was a blast hanging with you guys too. And that was the first time I met Tank too. And obviously we've talked here and there, like over the interwebs, and how whatever the kids do nowadays. But it was cool just seeing him do his thing. And just being like, he was so zoned in. I was like, oh, wow.
Absolutely. And that's what I wanted to say. Nick. He's he's not a different person, but he takes it so seriously. And when you know him from his videos from YouTube, and it happens to him a lot of times, like people, hey, Jack, what's up? Let's hang out. And he's like very in his tunnel, and he's working so seriously. And he's like a little bit of a different person at that point. So very, very funny to see for us.
That's actually what makes him. That's what I meant with being professional. He knows that he's, aside from being friends, he has a job to do, and he's doing it like 150% every day. And
hell yeah, man. Do you guys think and thank you guys for your time, by the way. I know it's late. It's we've been going. I feel like I can talk to you guys for days. Like you guys are way too fucking funny.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go all night, dude. 1 second, I need to get the caipirinhas.
Nice.
Do you guys feel at this point you could write a song about anything if you wanted to, like thematically?
Yeah.
Depends.
Okay.
Okay.
I couldn't do it every day.
Okay. Understandable.
Writing a song, writing lyrics, composing stuff, and anything depends on your daily mood. For me, but I would say on a good day, with enough sleep and good inspiration and a good vibe between Kevin and me, I would say yes.
I'd say the same, but I want to specify a little bit, because we never, and it's kind of a thing in our band, that we don't want to treat political stuff, because it's very hard to
but it doesn't mean that we are not political.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. You guys, your
it's
music
just nothing that we want to talk about in like with the voice of Electric Callboy. You know what I mean? That's not our not what we want to do.
Yeah.
I could think of as you said, like I think the world is such a weird place at the moment, and it's not getting better. We all know, and it's not even in Germany. It's like all over the world, strange things happening, and it's very hard. It's very, very hard to make up a proper mind. You know, I mean, you can have basic opinions on things, and with a human ethic compass inside of your heart, you know, you can choose wisely, but it's very hard to go deeper because we don't know about so many things. But with that being said, so we don't want to treat political stuff in our music, which doesn't mean that we don't engage our power in stuff like beside the band's work, you know, like in, for example, we have that, I don't know the word actually in English, a foundation, of course. We have a little music foundation in our hometown or in Germany in general, where we cooperate with music schools, and we collect money to give the opportunity to families that don't have too much money to make sure that the kids and the families have the possibility to get music lessons, for example. And
they get in touch with an instrument that they like to play for a year, I guess. And,
exactly. And we fund it. We basically fund it, and this is something that we wouldn't like specifically talk about in our music, or like we could make up a topic out of it, but we just do it beside the music,
that's why I meant more like a toast. Like if you saw a toaster and it was like a really shiny specific toaster that like made your like made like the perfect toast.
Dude, writing a song about a toaster. Wow. There's actually like a cartoon movie. A story about a toaster.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, dude, I forgot the name. Just give me a second. I just know that I watched this movie when I was a kid.
Check it out, but I can.
This might be a new song in the making right now, guys. Just on oh my god! Whoa! If you guys do a toaster, it has to be with "We Butter the Bread with Butter." Then.
Oh, that would be fun.
You have to do a song about the perfect toaster.
Just look it up. The movie is called "The Brave Little Toaster" from 1987. Yeah, the Brave Little Toaster. And it's such a great movie.
That sounds like you guys would make it into a song.
I'm not kidding.
A toaster? Are you fucking kidding me?
My dad still has the VHS at home. The Brave Little Toaster. Yeah, okay. I'm not kidding.
The question is if that movie is really on that VHS.
Oh my god, the Brave.
It is. I watched it several times.
I love his friends there. He's got like a little alarm and he's hanging, dude.
It's like I mean we have to admit we're coming from a time where VHS was still a thing, you know?
Yeah.
And like never Never forget those times.
You didn't have Blu-ray yet, even like that. That took a second.
Blu-ray? I read an article about Blu-ray being like it's dead.
It's gone,
dude. We have streaming platforms.
Yeah, I know.
Like, everything. You have
man.
Paramount Plus. You have Disney. You have.
I
Netflix.
Pay for all that shit. You don't have to count all that.
So pay €8 to I don't know.
Disney Plus. Disney Plus is so disappointing for me. I'm just having no. Come on, you and your Star Wars thing, Captain Kirk and Picard and whatever.
I'm watching. Dude, they have the Punisher TV show, the series online. They have the new Daredevil series. They have a couple of very good horror movies. It's not only Disney.
No, I'm having Disney just for Family Guy.
Netflix is like
I'm just watching Family Guy.
Diarrhea, and the rest is okay.
You got to do the Disney Hulu. Hulu has some stuff. Hulu's like
Hulu is we don't have that in Germany, I think. Or can we access it? I don't know. I know Hulu.
I don't know.
That's an American thing. I'm sorry, brother. Hell yeah.
You can do anything with a VPN, but I don't know.
Yeah. This is sponsored by NordVPN. Dude, guys, like I said, I know it's getting late. Is there anything that you guys are able to spoil without anyone getting mad about spoiling? You know, I don't want management or anyone getting mad. Regarding the plans of what you guys are doing. Of course, like single, you guys are working on things, album, all that. Is there anything
in which camera? In this one?
You have multiple cameras.
Just making fun, of course. I have just one, but
he has a whole film crew at home.
Always.
To film Disney shows, apparently.
It's like great. No. Actually, we're right before the video shoot for a new song, and it's gonna be very fun because it's something.
Actually, 1 week.
Actually, 1 week from now, and we're very excited because it's very, very different from what we did before. Like when people know our songs and our music videos, most of them are like I would say they are real. Everything is like set up and build and whatever, and we kind of blend new things into our work, and it's very exciting for us. I can't wait, to be honest.
Yeah, the funny thing is that we actually don't know what to expect. I think the only person who actually saw it live right now is Pascal, because he's completely into it and working on it while we are writing new stuff.
Right.
But I'm so excited to see the set because it's already done. Like they built up a lot of things and
that's gonna be the next single release, and it was supposed to be the first one. We can say that it was supposed to be the first single before even.
I love Kevin says it, and then he's like, "Am I in trouble?"
Really no, he's not. He's
like my lawyer sitting next to me. No, just kidding. But the thing is, like, it's like. But that video shoot takes more time, so we had to switch, but it was wonderful because Elevator Operator did great. It was a nice song, but now it's time for a different kind of song, and it has a totally different vibe. It's serious but not too serious. It's artsy. I like it. It starts with some kind of lullaby, and I love it. It's a very hard breakdown. It's a fucking very hard breakdown. I love it. Nico, sorry. I'm totally excited for that song.
That song is actually a good example. Yeah. That song is actually a very good example of that there are so many different ways of writing a new song. Because most of the songs that we are writing are starting with a guitar or with a beat or anything that that is already done, like instrumentally. And that one actually started growing in our heads, like without doing anything. There was just a melody that was before everything else, and it's so cool to see like the result right now. It's or to hear it. It's crazy.
That sounds
one of my favorite songs. I would say one of my favorite songs that we have ever written together, because it's, like Kevin said, it's super different but very catchy, and
That's good, man. I'm glad I love that. Even though you guys have a sound, you're still like, let's experiment, let's try some new shit and go all out. Because even that sound you guys have, no one can replicate it. I even remember when I did the how-to in Electric Callboy in 30 seconds, and I did the full track, like the granny and the club thing. Like,
perfect.
Thank you. It was so fun. and I don't know if you guys know Timo from Our Mirage.
Yeah.
He did the lyrics and all that stuff, and he aced that. He just knew the vibe. That's still one of the funnest tracks I've ever done in that entire series, because of how I'm able to, like, with your guys' sound, it feels so different but natural to combine these elements that most bands wouldn't combine, is kind of my point. Like, with these crazy electronics, because it's so hard to, first of all, make electronics that are fun and not sound like 2010, like crapcore. So you guys doing that, having these specific elements in your music, and heavy moments, melodies, like I was talking about earlier, and still wanting to expand on that and kind of make the sound even bigger, is something that, again, I want to applaud you guys for, because that's something that's so great and excites me as a fan of your guys' music to see what you guys do, because I fucking loved Elevator Operator, and wherever you guys are going, your boy Nick is along for the ride, is all I'll say.
Yeah, but hey, I just wanted to say something before we go. You gave us a lot of compliments, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. But I just wanted to say a lot of things changed for you as well since the last time we saw each other. And just big props for everything you've done. I mean,
thank you, bro.
When it comes to the awards and all of the music stuff that you're doing, just big compliments. It's great to see you.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate definitely.
That means
we
a
know
lot,
that
man.
this is a lot of work and a lot of passion and a lot of effort that you put into it. And
dude,
really appreciate it.
You're thank you. That means a lot, and like it really does mean a lot to me when I do like those kind of award shows and see like the scene kind of like come in and like want to do cool shit about it, right? Because like that's something where I like there's stuff like heavy awards and all that, but there's nothing particular of like the community kind of coming in and like celebrating awesome bands like you guys. And I think Tank still has your awards. He still told me he has to when he sees you guys.
He's gonna bring him. I can't wait. Really. That's
he still has those, but
he sent us pictures, and we are
dude. We spent some money on those, so I hope people like them. Because
dude, it's so cool. Really.
I like the picture, so I can.
It's what's an NFT? You know. It's now an NFT award. That's what it is. But thank you, man. That means.
Did you ever think of doing something like I don't know, Jimmy Fallon or something like a I don't know, like a late night show just for metalheads? You know what I mean?
Dude, that's a really good idea.
Like expressing songs like in metal version that he's doing that kind of stuff. Just think about it. It's could be cool.
Nico, I like how you think.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Think big.
Think. Guys, chat, can we get some claps and love for Nico and Kevin of Electric Callboy, the legends themselves, dude. Congratulations on all and everything you guys have been doing. Like I said, I'm always along for the ride. You guys are the epitome of fun metal things, which is the whole fucking point of what we have been doing over here for years. So, bro, much love to you guys. Anything y'all ever need, let me know. All right, but guys, have a beautiful night. All right.
You too.
All right.
You too.
Peace out, guys.
Thanks for having us. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Peace, dudes.
Bye.